if it came to that.
I was on those as a kid. Yeah.
Okay.
Every flu
A
season, I was
nebulizer?
on like a full on breathing machine. Like it's like a mini air compressor with like hoses that run out of it to a this inhaler that has like a bottle of liquid medicine in it, and it's vaporizing that, and I would have to inhale like all this vapor to deal with my bronchitis and allergies every year.
Is it like
was
an
really
asthma huffer or asthma, whatever it's
No,
called?
it's like there's a whole like there's an air compressor. Like there's this little machine, like we called it a breathing machine,
A
I think
rebreather.
and it's just like you flip a switch and it would go brrrr, like an air compressor, and it's just
What did you have?
like acute bronchitis and severe allergies as a kid, like every season.
My
Acute
friend,
bronchitis, and you've never had the flu. That's interesting.
Yeah, I've never had the flu. Like we get achy and like I know what the flu like symptoms are. I have had pneumonia. I had pneumonia to the point where I was coughing. I had pneumonia and strep throat at the same time. I was coughing up blood, and it was like a severe, like difficulty breathing, severe cough, and I had to go film out in New Mexico in the fucking desert. So like you watch those videos and it's like, hello, my friend, it is FPSRussia.
You're just struggling.
Yeah, I don't sound like I'm supposed to sound, and I'm just out there looking like shit, just like in an actual desert. I'll never forget, like I'm literally vomiting behind a truck, and I finish vomiting, and I take blue Gatorade, swish it out, spit out the vomit, and then drink some more to like try to stay hydrated because I just threw up in the desert with pneumonia. And I go out there and I'm filming a video where I have a 500 Smith & Wesson handgun in each hand. They're the most powerful handguns in the world.
I remember that video.
My friend throws a tear gas grenade at me.
What a prick.
It goes right at my feet. And I get mad, so I kick it, and it explodes. And just makes a big, instead of like a stream of tear gas, it just goes poof, tear gas. And I'm just like, that was a good day.
I love my friend. I love my friends.
Yeah.
If you've never had the flu, but if you ever get the stomach flu, it will make you wish so hard that you just had the regular flu.
I've had it. I've had food poisoning many times. Like when I was traveling
I've had that
around.
a few times.
I was traveling around so much, and I was eating at like I wanted to eat all this like food I'd never had before. Like I'm like, oh yeah, like all this fancy seafood and oysters and all sorts of shellfish, and it seemed like I got food poisoning every 3 weeks for 6 months, like a string of times, like over and over and over.
You're probably fucking allergic to something that you were eating over and over. That is a weird amount of times to get food poisoning in 6 months.
I remember it was not mussels, but what are those things that they cook? I always forget what they're called.
Mussels, clams, shallots. Does it look like a mussel?
It's that little white disc of shellfish that they like sear for just a second. Scallops. Yeah. I got the scallops at this place called Legal Seafood in Boston, and then they were delicious. And then right after that, Kitty and I went to like this fancy chocolatier, and I got like the darkest chocolate with macadamia nuts that I'd ever had. I ate that. And then I spent the night shitting and vomiting in the bathroom. And it was this dark, black mud chocolate coming out.
Just lava cake coming out of your mouth.
Yeah. It was awful. I got it so much there for a little while. I haven't had it in a little bit, I don't think. But I do get sick from
you get food poisoning.
I threw up like either last night or the night before. My sleep schedule's a little fucked. But so it's
I
hard to
fucking
tell.
hate vomiting. Vomiting sucks, but the feeling after you vomit, if you have the flu or if you're too drunk or something, or if you ate something bad, that's such a freeing feeling to get that evil out of you.
I've heard other people say that, and it's never been my experience. I wish it was. People throw up, and then afterwards they're like, the magic just happened. Now I feel okay. No, after I vomit, I still feel awful. It's terrible.
Have you ever had the stomach flu, Woody?
Yeah. Terrible.
And did you ever have it where like you drink like in the morning, you wake up already nauseous, no food in your belly. You go and drink like 3 ounces of water and eat a banana,
And then vomit up some foam.
You go and you vomit all the banana and all the water up, and then you just vomit enough orange bile or whatever into your throat to have to spit it into the toilet, and you still feel like you're the stomach flu. I haven't had that since I was like fucking 14, and that shit seared in my memory how unpleasant it was. Horrible. At least if you're vomiting when you're way too drunk, you're not totally cogent and with it, you're super drunk. But when you're vomiting from the stomach flu, you're all there. You're all there, and you're experiencing every little ounce of shit that's coming up or trying to come. Oh,
having the flu is so bad. And that somehow, though, like, time has passed. I'm like, yeah, the flu, it's a little thing. We all get it and move past it, right? But when you're in it, oh my.
it's horrible.
I forgot how awful this was. I had the flu, whatever, a couple weeks ago, and like my bones hurt. Like, I'm usually pretty unaware of all my bones, you know? Like, they just do their jobs and they don't really fuss.
Exactly. Kyle doesn't get it because he's never had it. But like, you'll like pick up like a fork to try and eat your eggs, and you're like, my arm.
For me, I walk and my shin bones hurt, right? My shin bones typically just do their job without complaint. It's not a thing I ever think about. But when I have the flu, it's everything. My skin was all in pain. All my whole skin, the organ that covers my whole body. And I rub it and I'm like, this actually is like, it's not a bad pain. Like, it's not awful, but it's pain. This is what pain is.
Just touching your skin is stingy, and it's like, and every morning you wake up feeling like you joined an inner city gang the night before. You got thrown on the ground in the middle of a public playground, and people kick the shit out of you, and you're like, I haven't done anything physical in 5 days. I shouldn't be sore. And you're just trying to, God, I hope I don't get the flu.
Justin Trudeau's wife just tested positive for coronavirus.
Why the hell are all these famous people getting it?
Maybe they travel.
They meet a lot of people.
Yeah.